IGTV, and more specifically today, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Santorini. Now today's video is going to be a video with a difference. This video is in response to a load of feedback from you guys and girls asking me, A, what is it I do, and B, how on earth do I fit all the things that you see me doing into one day.
And today's video is sponsored by Intel. They sent me one of their Intel Evo laptops, an Asus Zenbook Flip, which is designed for creators, entrepreneurs like myself, who are always on the go. An Intel Evo laptop provides me the ability to work from anywhere with a strong battery life and the responsiveness to keep up with me juggling multiple projects such as editing videos, running my businesses, and more, which we'll go into in this video. Whether I'm on a call for work, catching up on my emails, or researching my next car to feature on the channel, the fast response time of an Intel Evo laptop allows me to keep up with all my projects with no compromise, even all the way out here in Santorini.
So it won't have escaped your attention then that during the pandemic, many people, myself included, have actually changed how they work. We're going to take a little look. This is actually my office setup at the moment. We're going to sit down, we're going to go through everything that I actually do on a daily basis, all my businesses, everything that I'm involved in, and we'll go into exactly how the Asus Zenbook Flip enables me to do what I do. So before we do that then, we'll take a little look around my villa here in Santorini, and then we will go into what it is I've been up to. So let's flip this around. You don't want to see my face anymore. So do excuse the mess then, I haven't actually tidied up for this video. This is where I've been staying for some of the time. I've actually been staying in a different villa as well with a pool in it. Many of you will recognise from last year and the year before that. So this is actually my third visit to this particular location, Lilium Villas here in Santorini. We've been here a little while actually, and we've just moved into this one. We were in the pool villa, but we actually extended our stay, so there wasn't space, so we moved into this. Anyway, my office is up there, but let's go for a little tour. So, coming in the front room. I do excuse the mess. Obviously, I'm here with Ianthe as well, and we'll explain what those are doing there. We've got the bathroom there. We're not going to go into... It's actually a wreck in here. I can only apologise, guys. That has only just hit the deck as well. But out here then, we've got our own little private hot tub and my office there as well. Not much of a tour, and the pool villa where we have been staying is actually, try not to fall off here, actually down there, and you've got a little beach down there, the port over there where some of the boats come in, and you've got the caldera, which is basically the volcano, and all these islands around it here. This is Santorini, all of this. You've got Oya up that end, and you've got somewhere that I can't pronounce up that end as well. We've actually hired a car and we're driving around the place. Amazing, but we've stayed here 3 years in a row now, and that's the kind of top dog villa down there. Anyway, we extended, so we are now here in room 501, if anyone cares. By the time this video goes out, we're not actually here, so don't try and stalk us. Anyway, here we have, ladies and gentlemen, this is my office. This is where I've been working for the past couple of weeks. Despite what you may have seen online, this is actually where I've been working. I've been sitting here, let's go around. I've been sitting here with this view for the past couple of weeks. Not bad, not bad, not bad. This little beauty here then is actually my secret weapon. This is the Asus Zenbook Flip, based on the Intel Evo platform. And actually, what you can do with it, as the Flip name suggests, you can flip it and turn it into a tablet. Very, very clever stuff. And you've got little stylus here as well for when you turn it into a tablet. But because this laptop's designed on the Evo platform, it comes with numerous features as a minimum, particularly as the battery on this thing is absolutely remarkable. It is super long lasting, it's incredible. Now, as you may imagine, I don't want to be running around the place with a super heavy laptop, so that's why this thing's only 1.3 kilograms, and it is super thin as well. You can literally carry this around anywhere with you. Not only that, super important for when I take calls, it's got an AI noise cancelling mic as well, meaning I can join calls wherever I am and people won't know I'm actually out and about if I turn the camera off. Charging's easy with a USB-C, and it's actually US military grade durability as well. I'm constantly roughing up my tech, and this thing takes the punches as they come. All that said then, what do I actually do? Am I just bluffing it? Am I actually busy? What do I do on a daily basis? Because you may see on Instagram mainly the glitzy looking bits and the fun looking bits, and you may be forgiven for thinking I'm on a jolly 24/7, but sadly that is not the case. So let's sit down and let's go through everything I do, all my different businesses, all the different things I do on a daily basis, and a little surprise for you what I actually do on a daily basis, which I haven't actually told anyone online this year. So we're gonna go into that, so let's go. So let's get into the nitty gritty then. How on earth do I earn a living? What is it I do on a daily basis? How do I make money? And how does the whole model make sense? Indeed, you see most of the flashy stuff I do online, the stuff I'm buying, but I know so many of you are actually interested in the mechanics behind it all, and how do I turn it all into an actual viable living? There is so much smoke and mirror on social media in terms of people that are making out they're doing X, Y, and Z, and things are going really well for them, and everything they do turns to gold, and the fact that they're making loads of money out of this, that, and the other. But I just want to dispel some of the myths and go into what it is I do. So we're going to start with the most obvious stuff first and foremost. First and foremost then, I make YouTube videos. I'm making one now. I make them 2-3 times a week. I upload as much as I can. And is that actually a viable business model in itself? Does being an automotive YouTuber make money? Is it a good thing to do? And does it indeed pay for the cars? Now, I've touched on this topic before on a video I did with Charles and Dean, but actually, yes, it does. If you monetize it correctly and you present yourself in a marketable way and you are marketable and brands want to work with you, then yes, of course it can make money. If you've got a load of eyeballs from a particular niche, my niche tends to be men aged 25 to 35, mainly with a high amount of disposable income, mainly UK based, that is a great niche to work with, and brands want to work with you on that basis. Particularly if your audience engaged and they're interested in what you're up to, that is a really, really solid platform to start on, and you can monetize that in a way that your audience understands and that you can go along with. Case in point. Now, the mechanics of how YouTube is monetized. YouTube is monetized in a number of different ways. Yes, you get paid by Google for views. Google will pay you per view on the channel. Now, that will depend on the demographics of people watching, the keywords in your video, the length of your video, the age group, everything to do with the people that are eyeballing your videos. That determines how much you're paid. Google will get brands to bid on content like yours that is appealing to 25 to 35-year-old guys, male, that watch videos about Audis, Mercedes, watches, whatever it is, certain words that Google will sell to companies. And that amount that you get paid at the end of every single month by Google is not down to you. Obviously, the more views you get, generally the more money you get, but you can get 1 million views and not get much money for it, or you can get 300,000 views and actually get a hell of a lot of money for it. It really depends, and that is seasonal as well. So there's loads of different factors on that. A lot of the YouTube stuff I'm editing on here, not just the videos, but also thumbnails and whatnot I do on my laptop. That's called AdSense, and to be honest with you, that is not the main money play for my channel. And a lot of channels like mine, they're kind of 1 million views and below, that is not where the main money is. 1 million views on my channel will be anything between $3,500 to sort of $7,000, depending on the time of the year, what videos have been about. So you can see that whilst that is a lot of money, it's not enough to run a fleet of supercars. So where does the actual money come from YouTube-wise? Retainers is a huge one. I can have at any one time up to about 10 to 15 different retainers, ranging between £1,000 a month all the way up to £5,000 or £6,000 a month per retainer, and you can have 10 to 15 of those a month. You can quickly see that that really does add up. It's useful to kind of go into the ways that YouTube does make money, and of course you've got Instagram on there as well. So the amount of Instagram only brand deals that I'll do, you know, a few stories here, a few stories there, post here, reel there, all these kind of things, it all adds up. And the Instagram stuff as well, that is edited on here. Things like reels, they go onto the laptop before they go back onto Instagram as well. You know, pictures, things like that, they all get edited on the move on my laptop. Whew, it's getting a little bit sunny out here. So what else have we got then? The other thing that comes along with social media as well, and kind of brand deals and people that you're working with, you can do commission-based deals as well. And there are various ways that you can make off affiliates and commission and stuff like that. So that is another factor to really consider on the social media side. And you very quickly see there that that alone is enough to pay for the cars. Now, what else have I been up to out here? I'm going to throw something controversial in here. Many of you remember I said I quit my job in the city last March. Shortly before buying my Carrera GT, I said I quit my job, and that was no lie. I did quit. I had no intentions of going back into work at all. I was going to focus on my own thing and my businesses, which we're going to talk about in a second. But I have a confession to make, ladies and gentlemen. I have actually recently restarted work in a finance capacity, in my kind of city role that I was in before. Now, I'm working now for a fintech on a consultancy basis, but I am on a day rate effectively, and I'm working remotely. They've specifically said that I can work from wherever I like, wherever I want, as long as I get the work done and they're happy with my performance, I can work from wherever I want. That is where this fits in as well. I'm doing my day job, I've got a day job again, from this laptop. Now, This laptop means I'm working in a flexible way from flexible locations, and my working hours are actually relatively flexible. Although I tend to do 9 till 6 anyway on weekdays, I'm working all from here. Again, the amazing battery life means that I can just do it from wherever I like, which is absolutely brilliant. It's a dream come true. And to be honest with you, I wasn't looking for work. I don't need a day job. I know that sounds obnoxious. I'm not at the point where I can retire, but I don't need that to fund my life and to be kind of need that income coming in. But it's just I got offered something off someone I previously used to work with, and I couldn't turn it down, to tell you the truth. I really couldn't turn that down. So I've taken the role. I've been in that for about a month now, and I've just been working from this, mainly in London, but now out here for the past couple of weeks. So I am now doing that again, and I will probably use the fact that I'm in a kind of stable day job to get kind of a mortgage on another place. So I'm actively kind of looking to buy another place, more of a kind of a house, like, dare I say, a family home. He's not around, but I'm probably going to use that to leverage and get a house, which will be quite nice. So stay tuned on that front. But yes, I'm in a day job again. So that is income stream number 2. Now it starts to get a little bit more exciting business-wise. Let's talk businesses, and you'll progressively see me probably getting sunburned by the end of this video because I don't have any sun cream on. So LDNM is the first one. Many of you will know that I've got a fitness business with my twin brother. It's called LDN Muscle, or LDNM for short. That is a digital fitness business on the whole. We sell digital transformation programs. We've done hundreds of thousands of those worldwide, and we've transformed like thousands and thousands of people's physiques. We've written a book with Penguin. We had an app that went to #1. We've got a supplement business. We've sold clothing. And we've also got an education side of the business as well, which we train and qualify people as personal trainers, nutrition coaches, and all that kind of stuff. We've got to deal with Gymbox, and we've also got various programs running with the government, rehabilitating offenders and giving people a second chance and a vocation when they come out of prison, and they can focus on and not revert to that old ways of crime. My brother's been really heavy on that side of things, and that business is still going, still flying, and still doing really well. I've come a little bit more hands-off on that now. My brother bought out 2 of the other shareholders, and he's MD of that company, and he's running that on a day-to-day basis. But I'm still kind of in there in the decision-making process, helping with some of the content and just really there behind the scenes. So on a day-to-day basis, I'm not doing a huge amount on that front, but just liaising with James and just kind of keeping the wheels moving and kind of keeping an eye on what's going on. Not that he really needs chaperoning, but that's really exciting. A lot of you ask about LDNM, and actually I need to get back on it, to be honest. I'm slacking. So I'm going to jump back on the cutting guide and get ripped for winter, which is probably the wrong way of doing it. Next up on the business list, I've got Crepchief Notify. Crepchief Notify is the resale business, the business whereby we turn Joe Blogs into resellers and help people develop a second income reselling. That's not just trainers, that's literally anything. And Crepchief Notify has gone from strength to strength. I think we've got 8,000 or 9,000 members in the UK alone, a load in the US, and it's growing rapidly with some exciting partnerships, shall we say, coming. Not influencer stuff, but some mega legit household name tie-up. So stay tuned for that. But that business is booming. It's taken us all by surprise, to be honest, and on a day-to-day basis, I help with content. I'm, again, more strategic in the background. I do a lot of the sharing on Instagram. A lot of you will see that. But again, some of the stuff and some of the editing for the reels and bits and bobs that I do with them, again, on the laptop. So again, more screen-based stuff for me. More business stuff there, and you will have seen this on my Instagram, Grail Watch Club, whereby we give away a watch for a few quid to people. It's a very standard raffle format business. There's loads of them around, but this one's actually legit. We are giving away watches to people for a few quid. That is flying. We're giving away a watch every sort of month or so. The competitions are selling out every single time, and we've just given away, I believe by the time this video goes out, a Wimbledon dial Datejust 41, which is absolutely sick. That is really cool, and that's going from strength to strength. Again, on that front, I edit some of the content, wallop, and I'm there on a kind of a day-to-day basis. I've got one business partner in that who runs it, does the kind of literally day-on stuff, and that actually develops the website and makes sure it all works behind the scenes. I'm kind of more front of house and kind of develop some of the content and some of the strategy, but that is that. Again, you know, arranging stock and kind of partnerships which are coming with that, emails and whatnot on here. And I should have said on the day job stuff as well, it's very heavily email based, it's spreadsheet based, it's system based. It's all super easy. It's Google and Microsoft stuff based, so it's nice and easy on this piece of kit. Remaining in the watch world then, I've also got a share of a really exciting new business called Watch Protect Company. That is actually effectively taking the idea of PPF for cars and applying it to watches. But what we've done is we've developed a really exciting new product, which is protection for watches. I've been testing it on some of my pieces behind the scenes over the past sort of 6 months or so, but that's really exciting, and we're starting to get that into retailers, so stay tuned for that as well. Again, really email based. Some of the content I produce myself and edit on here, but that is just yet another thing that I'm kind of just prodding away, and there's always kind of firefighting and issues and people to talk to on here, Zoom calls, Google Meets, those sorts of things, Teams, all on here on a day-to-day basis. Just more conversations that all center through my laptop. Going back to the giveaway theme then, we've also got a classic giveaway. It's myself and one other business partner in that. We are giving away a classic every month or so. The last 2 competitions have sold out. We've given away a 944 Turbo S. We've also given away a 996 in forest green, a really sick car. We gave that away recently, a really nice car. We've got our next competition up and running now, hopefully by the time this video goes out. Again, on that front, I'm constantly talking to my business partner on there. I've got WhatsApp web on the computer, so I'm constantly on there chatting, the occasional kind of Google Meet or Zoom with him, but it's mainly just WhatsApp on here, and again, editing some content on there as well. That's going really well. Again, they're selling out every single time, and that's just going to go from strength to strength, and I'm really excited. Yet another raffle sort of competition company, but again, it's legit. We're actually giving away the cars to lucky winners, which is a really nice feeling, and actually feels really strange handing them over, but really cool anyway. So that's classic giveaways. Yet another thing that I'm involved in. Now, also out here, probably slightly more excitingly for some of you, watch it, is businesses that I have with my girlfriend Ianthe. Last winter we started up a company called Hypepooch, which effectively is a kind of parody hypebeast clothing for dogs. So if you've got a dog and they get cold, then make sure you go and check that out. We put that on hiatus just to sort some stuff out in the warehouse before going on a big march this winter with it all. So stay tuned for that. But again, stock levels, Zoom calls with suppliers, people in the warehouse, that kind of thing, that is all going through here. And again, more WhatsApp. I'm on a group with my other business partner in that, who manages the logistics side and all the kind of clever website bits. That is all done via WhatsApp and Zoom calls as well. So Hypepooch, really, really cool. And the other thing, which is definitely more exciting for you guys, again, definitely watch it here, is the bikini business that I've started with Ianthe as well, called Kai. We Are Kai, as some of you will know it as. We've actually been shooting some stuff out here as well. So we've been shooting some content for the website, some stuff for the socials, and some stuff for the upcoming collection 2, which is coming. Slightly more relevant to you guys and girls is the fact that there are swim shorts as well. It's all sustainably produced, and there's also the fair working practices as well with how it's done. It is not just white labeled nonsense of Alibaba. Ianthe has designed everything from the stitching up. Everything is designed completely by her, and we've got some really nice men's swim shorts as well, which I've helped design and I've been wearing out here. So I've been shooting some of that. It's a tough job, someone's got to do it, but we've been shooting some of that out here, and obviously she's been shooting some of the flat lay, but she can't take photos of herself, so poor me, I've had to do that again down in the villa down there. But again, that's just another thing on a daily basis that I am fitting into my day. Now, if all that wasn't enough, I've effectively got 2 properties that I rent out. I live effectively across 3 different places at the moment, which is nonsense, and that comes with its own kind of admin associated, especially rentals as well. It's a complete nightmare. If you've got tenants that are a bit of a pain, or they've got issues, or between tenants, or estate agents, there's constant admin with that. I've also got my Cotswolds place, which I'm refurbing still. It's taking me ages, which again is just another strand of admin, and more WhatsApps that I do off my laptop, and hopefully I can do it by the pool, because I still have battery most of the time on this. And the elephant in the room, which isn't really a job, but it is actually almost a full-time occupation, it's looking after my cars. Constant admin. Anyone that's had 8, 9, 10 cars will know that it's complete admin having that amount of cars, particularly the way they're all stored, servicing, MOT'd, trucking them around, even buying and selling them, finance. The whole thing is a complete pain, and I just need a reliable device to run everything off. But the cars at the moment, they're actually being a bit of a pain. I've got some restorations going on, and the modern stuff's okay. That'll just sit there on charge quite happily, and you don't actually really need to do anything with that. But the older stuff is a complete faff. So yeah, a huge element of my day is actually car related admin, which isn't a job, although it relates to my YouTube side of things. It's not actually really a job, I can't call it that. I'm also heavily involved in collecting watches. Again, not a job, per se. Again, there's a lot of admin involved in that, kind of talking to different dealers, working out what's on the market behind the scenes. I don't actually sell watches. I tend to just buy them and hoard them. Again, though, there's a lot of kind of back and forth and bits and bobs going on. If you really want to get into the behind the scenes on the industry and pick up the right pieces, the upcoming stuff that's going to kind of boom in the future, and get in with the right people, there's a huge amount of WhatsApping and chatting that needs to go on with that. So it's exciting, and also don't forget, you know, if you collect the right pieces, there is a huge amount of capital gain on there. So you're earning money on paper. You might not see it in your bank account. You'll see your bank account actually going down, but on paper you're actually worth more year on year on year, and that's what I'm trying to do with cars as well. So whilst buying cars and buying watches in themselves is a money spending activity, year on year I'm actually worth more money on paper every single year, which is what I want to do. I want to be wealthier, not just have cash in the bank, if that makes sense. So whilst it is a hobby, whilst I do enjoy it, whilst collecting kind of collectible things is really enjoyable, I love it, it's also there and thereabouts a bit of an income, a bit of a job, and in my head I'm kind of adding value to myself and my wealth, and going forward for the sort of later life I'm going to have more money as a result. So that's really important, and again, that is, it's not easy. That's constant chit chat, that's constant screen time. You can't just come on holiday here and expect it to fall in your lap. You've constantly got to be bartering and kind of working out what's in the market, getting in things at the right time, and really assessing what's out there and keeping your ear to the ground. So again, I just need a device that I can do all of that from. I have also been working on some other projects behind the scenes, but I can't actually say what some of them are. Some of them you may have seen on my socials and clock what's going on, but some of it you definitely won't have seen what's going on, and I don't always publicize, and I haven't publicized everything that I do in this video, but that's just a snapshot of what an average day actually looks like. Plenty to be getting on with, and plenty that you can actually see that I really am glued to a screen, more than you might think I am, and more than I actually make out, and more than Ianthe actually can probably tolerate. She's had enough and disappeared upstairs. So guys, hopefully I've shown you what goes into behind the scenes and what actually can be done from beautiful places like this when you've got the right technology behind you. That's why having a laptop developed on the Intel Evo platform is absolutely key. It's got Wi-Fi 6 as well, which means your Wi-Fi is super speedy, and that is so key for me when I'm uploading videos. It's not just downloading stuff, but it's also uploading as well. Anyone that's ever uploaded to YouTube will know how key a proper Wi-Fi connection really is. It's super quick as well. You turn it on, you turn it off, it's literally just there when you need it. There's no faffing around, there's no glitching, and also on the charging front as well, it charges so quick that even if I know I'm going out last minute, I can just stick it on charge for a bit and it'll be good for hours to come. On that very work-based note then, I'm actually off to go and join the poolside right now and see how my girlfriend's getting on. A huge thanks to Intel for helping me be a more productive human. On that note then, I'm off now to enjoy this beautiful place. Hope you're all well, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!